Good evening, everyone. Welcome to BarkVille Dog Rescue 10-year anniversary celebration. What an incredible milestone. Over 3,000 lives saved. That is truly amazing. I am so honored to be here, and I hope everybody's having a fantastic night. My name is Bruna, and I am the creator of Sharin Love. About 3 years ago, I decided to start volunteering at the shelter, not knowing it would completely change my life. I have always been an animal lover, and I'm originally from Brazil, but I have lived in the United States for 20 years, and animals have always had a very special place in my heart. When I first learned what was happening in shelters and the healthy, loving animals were being euthanized every day, I was heartbroken. I didn't even know that was happening here in the United States, to be honest with you. So at first, I was very hesitant to volunteer just because I knew that my heart was gonna get broken over and over and over again. But then I realized something. The animals were going to be there whether I like it or not. This was happening whether I wanted to see or not. So in my mind, I had two choices. I could either pretend that it wasn't happening and continue living my life, or I could actually show up for them. I could go to the shelter, I could walk them, love them, spend time with them, and try to make their day a little bit better while they're waiting for a home. So I took a chance and I started volunteering. In the beginning, I started posting videos, just a few cute personal videos on my personal page. It was videos of the dogs being walked, playing, just being silly. But that's when I realized how powerful social media could be. So I decided to create a separate page called Sharin Love. And at first, it was literally just sharing their little moments at the shelter, them going on a walk with me. But then over time, it became so much more than that. I started sharing the reality of shelters, the reality of shelter life, what it does to a dog. I decided to start bringing awareness to what was happening all around us. And also I started sharing each dog's stories in hopes that someone would fall in love with them and come to the shelter and adopt them. Well, the page started growing. More and more people started to come to the shelter to adopt. People from all over the country. People that drove 20 hours all the way from Maine to Georgia to adopt a dog on the urgent list. And I realized that this was my passion. This is what gives me purpose and meaning in life. So I made one of my biggest decisions of my life. I quit my job to volunteer full-time. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? It hasn't been easy, I'm not gonna lie, but I am incredibly lucky to have an amazing husband who supports me every step of the way and believes in this mission just as much as I do. Along the way, I've had the privilege of meeting some truly incredible people, including Kim and Roy from BarkVille. And together, we've been able to save so many lives. Kim, she has one of the biggest hearts I've ever seen. Every single thing she does comes from love. Every time I post a dog in need, especially the most overlooked dogs or medical cases, Kim is always one of the first people trying to help. She reposts, starts searching for fosters, starts trying to raise funds, doing whatever she can to bring them to her and save their lives. And that brings me to one very special dog and a very special story that I'll always carry close in my heart, about a dog named Chicho. Forgive me. Ooh, okay. Chicho first arrived at the shelter as a cruelty case. He was literally skin and bones. After a couple of months, he was able to recover, gain some weight, and he was moved to the adoption floor, where he stayed for another couple of months, making him the shelter's longest resident. And then he was also placed on the urgent list because nobody stepped up to adopt him. So he went from being a cruelty case to the adoption floor to them becoming the shelter's longest resident and being in risk of getting euthanized. That's when I shared Chicho's video, hoping that somebody would see him.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, beneath the halo of a street lamp. Threw my collar to the cold and damp, where my eyes were stared by the flash of a neon light, split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people make.
And then, of course, after I posted his video, Kim was the first one to reach out to me, and she immediately said that she wanted to rescue Chicho. And then an amazing foster from BarkVille, a guy named Doc, who I believe is here tonight. Hi, Doc. He stepped up to foster Chicho. The very next day, I was there at the shelter recording Chicho's freedom ride. It was such a happy moment. We were all so excited for him because he finally was going to be given the chance to live a happy and long life like he should have from the beginning. But unfortunately, that happiness didn't last long. The very next morning, Doc had to rush Chicho to the emergency vet because he had suddenly collapsed. None of us knew what was wrong, but after several exams, the emergency vet gave an estimate of about $17,000 for testing, doing scans, and possibly a surgery to find out what was wrong with him. As most of you know, rescues do not have that kind of money just sitting around. So they rely on donations and the kindness of people willing to help them. So Kim called me and she told me what was happening. And I immediately told her, I was like, Kim, I'm gonna post a video talking about exactly what was going on. We can probably do a GoFundMe and I can probably raise a couple of $1,000s with my followers on my page. And that's exactly what I did. That same day, I created a GoFundMe for BarkVille. I posted a video explaining what was happening. And in less than 24 hours, we raised $17,000 for Chicho's care. And that moment, it just showed me the true power of a community and what happened when people come together with the same goal. Unfortunately, during the surgery, the doctors discovered that Chicho had an inoperable tumor on his spine. He was in extreme pain, and there was nothing more they could do to save him. So the heartbreaking decision to let him go peacefully was made. And then, of course, a large part of the donation went towards Chicho's medical care because They did start surgery. He had to see a neurologist, so it was a lot of the money was already used for that. But what means the most to me in all of this is that because of all of you, because people care for Chicho, Chicho was no longer another overlooked shelter dog. He was loved, he was seen, and there were thousands of people rooting for him. And for the first time in his life, he was given every possible chance. Even though we couldn't save Chicho, we were able to give him dignity, love, and hope. But Chicho's story doesn't end there. Because when King called me to give me the news about Chicho, I was at the shelter at the time. And she called me, told me the sad news about Chicho. And then she told me that with the remaining money, she wanted to save another urgent dog and the next one who needed her the most. Since I was at the shelter, I immediately asked one of the supervisors if there was a dog there that was in need of urgent rescue. And that's when I found out that a dog named Scout had just arrived not too long ago. Scout was a German Shepherd who had just come in. He had just arrived. He was extremely underweight. He was heartworm positive. He was terrified of people. And to make it all even worse, he was another cruelty case because he had been shot in the leg. I immediately went to meet him. I recorded a video and sent it to Kim. And without hesitation, she said, "We are rescuing you." The next day, it all happened so fast again. The next day, Scout got his freedom ride. And I personally transported him to the vet. So he was in my car and we were on our way to the vet. It all happened so quickly. And he ended up having to have his leg amputated. And the remaining funds from Chicho's GoFundMe helped save Scout's life. He then recovered, he went to his foster home, and he began heartworm treatment, and he also began the healing from all of his trauma. And then he slowly learned what love feels like. And not too long ago, I got the most amazing update from Kim. Scout's foster family fell completely in love with him and they officially adopted him. This is a picture of them on the beach. That story will always stay close to my heart because even though we couldn't save Chicho, his story helped save Scout. And none of that would have happened without people willing to step up and help. That is why I always say it takes a village, because it truly does. Nobody can do this work alone. And I am so incredibly proud to be part of this amazing village. My page has continued to grow, and through social media, we've been able to help dogs get adopted in 32 different states and even in Canada. And I hope that this village continues to grow bigger and bigger. And if you're here tonight and you're able to help BarkVille continue this mission, please do. Whether that's donating, fostering, adopting, volunteering, or even simply sharing a dog story online, every single thing matters. Hopefully, together, BarkVille can save the next 3,000 lives and then 5,000, 10,000 more after that. And don't forget to buy raffle tickets for your chance to win a trip to the Caribbean so we can all celebrate in style. Thank you all so much for being here tonight, and most importantly, thank you for sharing love with me. Bye.